Hello, friends, frog, and sunshine. How are y'all doing? Doing fine here, thank you. I am glad to be here with you. I am Cassie. This is Cassie's Corner. Please hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you will be made aware when I drop a new video. And leave me a comment, even though the comments do make my videos make me hit the algorithm for YouTube, and they will help to grow my channel. I do need them for your opinions. My dog just came in the door, owed me. My little chihuahua mix. I can't think right now. No, I just coming through to make sure everybody was okay. I had made a video earlier. Somebody had made a request for a video, asking me why I was so angry all the time, or why I had gotten angry. I hope I answered it to the best of my ability. Also, I just wanted to give a quick rundown about comparing yourself to other people. You cannot compare yourself to other people because, comparatively speaking, it's not fair because that person's different than you are. I do that a lot. I do. Like, we have famous people that I know were dirt poor, like I was, that came from unhealthy backgrounds, like I did, and they still made themselves famous. And we're talking the Ray Charles of it, the Tina Turner of it, that kind of thing. The thing they did have is they had a great, no matter what they went through, they had a great vision of who they were. And that is something I did not have. There was a lot of things happening in my younger years that took away my self-worth, that made me question a lot of things about myself. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. I know what I cannot do. And I think I'm a very talented person deep on the inside. I do have a lot of talent. However, I do not have this focus in my brain that says I can do it. And then I go and I think about my upbringing. I would tell my grandma I think I want to sing when I grow up. And she was like, ain't nobody from Leesburg gonna go sing. She wasn't, she always sounded angry, but she wasn't angry. But she would be like, you're not gonna come out of Leesburg singing. That's just not. And I think she was more afraid that I would be disappointed in that lifestyle, that I would be disappointed, that I would be jaded by the things that people would go through. And my mom was absolutely like, you can't do that. You can't. And I guess by her, no, I couldn't. I didn't have the talent, or I didn't have the... So there were two different, judgments I had there. My dad at one time told me I could do anything I wanted to do. One time. He told me one time. And I felt that felt so freeing to hear, but I never heard that from, my grandmother for her fear over me, or I never heard that from my mom for whatever reason. My mom called me ugly every single day she lived. Every single day that I could hear her talk, she called me ugly in one form or another. She allowed people to make fun of my disabilities in front of her. She never said anything about it, especially my brother and sister. And I say disabilities, there were a few. I'm not going to go there. But she allowed people to talk about me in that nature. And I felt like I couldn't trust her. And I think that's where my shyness come in at. Because if she can throw me under the bus, she's my mother. If she can throw me under the bus, who else is going to do it? Who else? I was like laid bare in front of cousins and brothers and sisters and friends. And if she could say that about me, what can anybody else say? As mean as she can be, I really had no trust. So, no, I lost my self-awareness at a very young age. And I was not able to be on stage. The shyness came. I get sick at my stomach now if I think about being on a mic on a stage. Again, this is miraculous. It's for me to show myself on YouTube and to give you my discussions and to tell you these stories. This is miraculous. This is crazy. I'm very proud of myself. And I will pat myself on the back just because I have nobody else to do it. My mother's not alive anymore, by the way. I just wanted to give that to you. I didn't think she was an abusive mom. I always thought I had a good childhood. I remember the laughs. I remember the fun. I remember. I don't think I had a bad childhood. Me and my mom just did not get along. Me and my mom, I think she resented me for some reason. I have no idea why. I know that when my dad left at 4, they had already been looking for a divorce, and I think it was just that I came at a bad time. I think that was where the resentment is. But, me being a child, what could I do? Why blame me for that, your husband leaving? I'm just a child. I didn't ask to be put here. Or did I? So there's that. But throughout my whole life, I have always been, why can't I be like, okay, why can't I be the person to say the right things? Why can't I be like Princess Diana? Princess Diana is, even though she had her own mental health problems, everybody says she was crazy. I don't think she was crazy. I think she was just acting the way a normal wife should. She just happened to be in the royal family and shouldn't have acted that way. I feel like, why can't I be like Princess Diana? Diana just seems to happen, when she was alive, she seems to be able to say the right things. She seems to be able to move the right way. She seems to be able to do everything just right. And then when I think, anytime I ever think, I wish I could have been Diana. I wish I could be like Diana. I wish I could do that. And then she passes away. There's a couple of other people that I was like that way with. Why can't I be more like this person? And then they end up passing away. So I've learned the very hard way not to say, why can't I be like this person? Because it never ends good. Why can't I be like them? Why can't I? And my brother has done that to me too. Why can't you be like such and such cousin? Why can't you be like, he's once compared me to his wife. Why can't you be like my wife? My wife would remember blah, blah, blah. My wife would blah, blah, blah. My wife would, and I'm like, but I'm not. I am who I am. God made me who I am. So don't feed into that. Don't feed into that thought. God made you who you are. If that is not what you do, and that is not who you are, don't be that way. Don't change yourself for anybody, because you are who you are. In variety. When you go for candy, you don't just look for one solid candy unless you're just that type of person. Or let me see. Flowers. Flowers, when you plant a garden, you want it to be the most colorful, most beautiful garden in the world. You want it to be just right. You want it to have like colors and variety, and the same thing with personalities and colors of people. I don't believe in race at all. When I was growing up in the South, in South Georgia, I did, however, believe in it, because that's what was taught to me. I didn't know any different. And then I moved to Atlanta, and it's just a whole different planet from here to, even though it's like 3 hours away, it's a whole different planet here in North Georgia than it is in South Georgia. There's a lot of biracial couples. There's a lot, we should celebrate who we are. There's a lot of color in our race, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very glad for it, because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Variety is an awesomely beautiful thing. So be who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be like somebody else. Don't, because it suits somebody else. I never tried to be like, when my brother would say that, it still irritates me to think of what he said. Well, my wife wouldn't have forgotten, or why can't you be more like blah cousin? And I'm like, I'm not those people. And the fact that you don't like me like I am is more of a reason for me to stay away. So I stay away. And that's bad, because that's my brother, and I shouldn't think that way. But if you don't want me, I won't be there. It's just that simple. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. It's just a very asinine thing to do. Be who you are, even though you may be sad, even though you may not be able to laugh, even though you may not be able to take things so comically. Whatever it is, whatever you don't like about yourself, focus on that and fix it. But please don't try to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Whatever is going on with them cannot always be great. Like I said, I wanted to be Princess Diana growing up. And then she ended up dying at a very young age. I am way past 36 years old. And if I had accidentally had been like, okay, I want to be Princess Diana, and I switched her body, it would be me gone at 36 years old. So there's always something, there's some things you just, I don't know. I don't know. It's like whatever I thought about other people or thought about being other people, something bad happens to them. Or what, they leave at an early age, and it's just not fair. Or they end up with some kind of cancer. I don't know that I could deal with cancer until I have to deal with it. I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's my thought. Just appreciate who you are. Appreciate that you are different. Appreciate your qualities. Appreciate your talents when you find one. Like, I know a lot of people that can just craft something up in a few seconds and it's just there. And I'm like, I can do it, but it will take forever. It will take me forever to get it done. But I'll get it done eventually. I'm petting my dog up under the desk. If you see me moving, I know it's irritating. I'm sorry. But yeah, please don't compare yourself to other people. Appreciate who you are. Learn to love yourself the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You are here as you are because God put you here. And that's what he wanted you to be. You have no reason to be anybody else. Even though somebody might remember a little bit more, there may be something else that you might do a little bit better than they do. Don't pay attention to why can't you be like blah? Because I'm not. And be like, don't be like me. If you don't want me around, I won't be around. That's okay. Stay away from my brother. It's been since 2020 since I've seen my brother. It's been since my mom's memorial when she passed away. That I've seen my brother, and that's just how I am. I won't come near you. I had stopped going to my mom's house so often. We used to go every weekend when the kids were little. I thought it was fun for the kids, and then I got to where, okay, Mom, I feel like you need to come see them in their element. Well, because she couldn't drink or smoke at my house, she didn't want to come to my house. She didn't want to be told what to do, and that was my mom. She hated authority. She hated for somebody to tell her what to do. But she wouldn't come to my house, so I was like, okay, I'll just stay away from you because you're not going to call me ugly again. You're not going to put me down in front of my children anymore. And eventually my children caught on. My children understood that my mom was not being nice to me. And my girls stopped talking to her, and they stayed away from her. And then Allison got the really big heart and was like, oh, she's, my son's great grandma, so I have to go see her. And I'm glad that they were able to choose what they wanted to do, but after they noticed it was there, the cut downs and the slights and the name calling, once they realized that, they didn't want to go near her anymore either. Sorry. But it was. She called me ugly every day. I'll never ever... I wouldn't lie to you. I have nothing to lie about. I really don't. There's a lot of things I did wrong, though. I mean, I have done things wrong. Like I said, I had 2 kids by the time I was 20. And then I had a third one after marriage. I was married when I had the 2 kids. I do things wrong, too. I am a big ball of mistakes rolling down a upward hill. I am. Yeah, I do a lot of things wrong, and I'll touch on them. I don't mind saying that. I'm human. I've done a lot of things. But the one thing that I wish I could have never done was to be like, why can't I be like so-and-so? Well, there's a reason. Because I am who I am, and they are who they are. So there is that. Be happy with who you are, because it could be worse. You could be a man with one shoe living up under a bridge, and if you think about that, walk around the house all day, one day, with one shoe. It's not going to feel good, I promise you. Y'all have the best day ever. Find that big belly laugh. Find something to be grateful for, even if it is your own self. Like, let's say you have a habit of writing thank you notes to people after they've given you a gift or things of that nature. Say that's a habit of yours, that you have that good habit. Be thankful you have that habit. Oh my goodness, I write thank you notes, whereas nobody else does. I used to write notes all the time when I was growing up, and then I got grown and had kids, and that doesn't work anymore. But I used to write everybody. I used to write my aunts. I used to write everybody. I have two aunts on my dad's side who I cherish. I do absolutely love my Aunt Tamara and Aunt Cheryl. I do, but I haven't talked to them in forever because life got away with me. So there's that. And my aunts always seem to try to be nice to me. They try to appreciate me for who I was. I appreciated them. I probably need to get in touch with them again. Anyway, have a good day. And I hope to hear from y'all soon. Please leave me a comment. Please hit like and subscribe. And leave me that comment for my opinion, not just for my channel to grow. Okay? It can grow at another time. It doesn't matter. But if you need me, I'm here. I will talk to you. I will discuss your situation. I will try to answer your questions. And that is all I have for you today. Y'all have the best day ever. Bye.